My name is Rob Franke. I'm the mayor in Cedar Hill. Been the mayor for 19 years now. The story of Cedar Hill was we were a beautiful area of Texas where north and south, east and west Texas come together in a very distinct, unique place. And as we started growing through the early 2000s, we saw trees disappearing throughout town. And so as we saw more and more land develop, we knew we had to do something. And we didn't like the trend, and the citizens didn't like the trend. But you also can't stop growth. And so learning more about what urban conservation was is how do you balance this and create a good business case for conservation.
My name is Dr. Tanya Homayun, and I am the Urban Conservation Program Manager for Audubon, Texas. We have a huge emerging new ecosystem that's now dominant in about 75% of the planet's surface, and that is cities and suburbs, basically these built landscapes. When you look at a NASA satellite photo of the world at night, all you see is this constellation of what look like stars, and they're actually lights coming from our cities. And that really just shows the footprint that we now have on the planet's surface. Our job that we're trying to address through the Urban Conservation Program is how do we take those built landscapes, the places where we live, work, and play, and turn them into spaces that are supportive of native ecosystems, birds, wildlife, and of the human communities that live there.
I really didn't know the full depth and extent of what Audubon did, does, and can be. And so as we started down this path and working together, I found out the passion that people have in conservation. I started learning and developing this stronger ethic. The path we're taking to make this a reality and the specific things that we're doing are first, how we preserve land. Second, how do we make the land accessible through partnerships? Creating a trail system in our city that is as important as the street system. You want to introduce people to that new ethic of conservation and the connection, the spiritual connection you get with nature. And then it starts getting fun. And you start seeing people being more comfortable and not fearful of spider webs and snakes and things like that. It's okay to be out, hear the birds, to be a part of nature. And so more and more as we become urbanized and more concrete, these opportunities to preserve nature, to preserve openness, to create a place where birds can migrate, to where we can still hear those sounds, to where we can still be out of the quote concrete jungle. And so creating these oases and this reintroduction of nature into our urban landscape is what starts giving people something back. And it's the connection we need.
Visit tx.audubon.org to support Audubon's urban conservation initiatives in Texas. Every gift brings us one step closer to a more sustainable future for birds and people.